All right, so today we're going to dive into a really fascinating little puzzle. It all kicks off with this pretty bold claim about one of the world's most incredible animals. But the only evidence we've got to go on is, well, you'll see. Let's just get right into it.
Okay, so it all starts with this title right here, found on YouTube. Why are tigers so dramatic? Notice that period at the end? It's not really a question, is it? It's more like a statement, and it totally primes you, right? You're expecting some seriously over-the-top theatrical tiger antics. I mean, it's a great hook, and it's pretty much the whole reason we're here. So the expectation is set. It's crystal clear. We're thinking we're about to see tigers being, well, dramatic. Like we're looking for the tiger version of a Broadway performance or something. The whole point of the title is to explain this drama. But, to explain anything, you need some proof. You need evidence. And this is where things get kind of weird. Our only source of information, the single piece of evidence we have to answer this big question about dramatic tigers, is this one tiny little bit of a transcript. That's literally it. This is all we've got. Okay, let's read our evidence. He's so gentle. Good morning, or should I say, good afternoon. He's playing with you, not the other one. Do you notice anything missing? Like, I don't know, maybe any hint of drama whatsoever? The promise of that title and what we're actually reading here, they are worlds apart. All right, to even begin to figure out what's happening here, we have to do what any good detective would do, right? We've got to break down our only clue, this really cryptic sentence, piece by piece. Let's see what we can dig up. Okay, first piece of the puzzle. The very first thing said about this supposedly dramatic tiger is that he's so gentle. Gentle. I mean, that's not just a contradiction. It's the total opposite of what we were expecting. Which, makes you ask a pretty weird question. Is being so gentle a form of drama? Like, is the lack of drama the whole point? Maybe it's some kind of dramatic irony. Look, I know it's a stretch, but we gotta explore every possibility. Let's see what's next. All right, our second clue is this part. Good morning, or should I say good afternoon? It's a little awkward and super normal, right? Someone's just saying hi to the tiger, but they can't remember what time it is. It's a very human, everyday thing to say. So what are we supposed to make of that? Is this person being all theatrical about not knowing the time for dramatic effect? Or did they just forget if it was morning or afternoon? Yeah, I'm gonna go with the second one, which, again, doesn't really scream drama to me. Next up, the third piece of our puzzle, he's playing with you. Okay, so now the interaction is playful, maybe even cute. And look, playfulness is great, but it's not exactly the first thing you think of when you hear the word dramatic, is it? This just makes the whole thing even more confusing. And then we get this, the final and honestly the most mysterious part of the whole thing, not the other one. I mean, what? Who or what is the other one? Another person? A different tiger? This little phrase just throws another wrench in the works. So instead of helping us solve the mystery of why tigers are so dramatic, this last bit just makes everything more mysterious. It's a total loose end, and it makes the whole transcript feel completely random and totally disconnected from the title. And this really lays it all out, doesn't it? On one side, you've got the premise, what the title promised us. Dramatic, theatrical, grand. And on the other side, what the evidence actually gave us. Gentle, confused, playful. I mean, there is absolutely no overlap there. None. So, we've broken down all the clues. What's the final verdict? Where did this whole investigation actually lead us? Let's wrap this up and summarize what we found. So, what did we actually figure out? Well, for one, the evidence completely contradicts the whole dramatic idea. Instead of drama, we get words like gentle and playful. The transcript itself is super ambiguous and honestly just brings up more questions. And the big one, the main question, why are tigers dramatic, is left completely unanswered. And that brings us to the real takeaway here, which I think is the most interesting part. The real mystery isn't why tigers are dramatic. The real mystery is the huge, massive gap between the title and the transcript. The evidence we have doesn't solve the mystery. It is the mystery. And that's really where we land. It's a perfect example of how a really catchy title can set you up for something that the content just doesn't deliver. So it makes you wonder, right? In the search for answers, what happens when your only clue just makes the question even more confusing? Something to chew on. Thanks for joining me on this one.